In the quiet suburb of Elmwood, where maple trees lined the streets and families gathered for Sunday barbecues, lived Harold Whitaker, a retired factory foreman in his late 60s. Harold had worked his entire life to provide for his family, scraping together a modest nest egg and a substantial life insurance policy worth $750,000. His wife, Evelyn, a gentlewoman who spent her days tending to her garden and volunteering at the local church, adored him. But their two adult sons, Marcus and Tyler, saw their father not as a provider, but as an obstacle. Marcus, the elder, at 38, was drowning in debt from a failed business venture, a trendy cafe that folded after just 2 years, leaving him with loans he couldn't repay. Tyler, 35, had his own vices, gambling debts from online poker sites that piled up faster than he could hide them. Both lived at home still, unemployed and resentful, blaming their father's stingy ways for their failures. Harold had refused to bail them out one too many times, insisting they learn responsibility. One evening in late autumn, as Harold nursed a glass of his favorite bourbon after dinner, the brothers exchanged a knowing glance. They had researched it online. Methanol, colorless and odorless when mixed properly, could mimic alcohol poisoning. It was cheap, available from industrial suppliers under the guise of cleaning supplies, and fatal in small doses. Marcus spiked Harold's bottle while Tyler distracted their mother in the kitchen. Harold complained of headaches the next morning, then blurred vision by afternoon. By nightfall, he was rushed to the hospital, convulsing and blind. The doctors diagnosed acute methanol toxicity, but with no obvious source, it was ruled an accidental ingestion, perhaps from contaminated liquor. Harold died 2 days later, his organs failing one by one. The funeral was somber, Evelyn weeping over the casket, while Marcus and Tyler stood stoically, already calculating. The life insurance payout came swiftly, $750,000, split between Evelyn as primary beneficiary and the sons as contingents. But Evelyn controlled the bulk, planning to invest it wisely for her retirement. The brothers, however, needed it now to pay off creditors who were starting to threaten collections. "It's ours by right," Marcus whispered to Tyler one night in the garage, away from their grieving mother. "Dad worked for us, didn't he? And now she's just going to sit on it." Tyler nodded, his eyes cold. "We can't wait for her to die naturally. She's healthy, could live another 20 years. The plot thickened. They began subtly at first, suggesting Evelyn see a doctor for her stress, slipping sedatives into her tea to make her seem confused. But greed demanded more. They researched again. Antifreeze this time, ethylene glycol, sweet-tasting and deadly. Tyler ordered it online, disguised as car maintenance supplies. One winter evening, as snow blanketed the neighborhood, Evelyn sipped her hot chocolate by the fireplace, unaware that her sons had laced it generously. She grew drowsy, complaining of stomach pain, but they convinced her it was just indigestion. By morning, she was in renal failure, hospitalized and fighting for her life. Suspicion arose when a nurse noticed the brothers' oddly calm demeanor. Toxicology reports came back positive for ethylene glycol. Detectives dug deeper, tracing purchases and reviewing Harold's case. The methanol source led back to the same IP address. Bank records showed the sons' mounting debts, and a neighbor recalled overhearing arguments about money. Marcus and Tyler were arrested in the hospital waiting room, still feigning concern for their mother. Evelyn survived, barely, but the betrayal shattered her. In court, the brothers turned on each other, Marcus claiming Tyler masterminded it all, Tyler insisting it was mutual greed. They were convicted of murder and attempted murder, sentenced to life without parole. From behind bars, they reflected on the fortune that slipped away, destroyed by the very avarice that drove them to kill the people they loved most. In Elmwood, the Whitaker house stood empty, a cautionary tale whispered among neighbors. Greed doesn't just consume wealth, it devours families from within.